What do you think? It feels so much softer. Good morning, Vlogmas. This morning, oh, let's get that out of frame. Maybe it'll focus on my face. This morning, I got up and edited the vlog from yesterday because it got too late. I stayed up till 11:30 bead weaving. So I thought, let's not start editing now. Let's get up early tomorrow morning and do it. And, as I'm sure you can guess from the past 4 days of Vlogmas so far, I did not get up early to do it. I got up at 8:30, which is not early. I woke up at 5:30 and stayed awake for an hour and was like, cool, I'll get out of bed at 6:30, it'll be great. And then I fell back to sleep. So that obviously didn't work. So now it's 10 to 10. I have a hair appointment at 11, which means I need to leave here at about 10:30, 20 past 10. This is gonna keep not focusing on my face. It's gonna drive me up the wall. But some of you liked my makeup tutorial last year, so I thought I'd try to do something similar this year. So I've just put sun cream on my face because anti-aging works best as a preventative as opposed to undo what's already been done. So using sun cream to stop wrinkling from the sun. Obviously it's working so well. I'm then using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and just getting that on my face. There's probably a better way of doing this, but I just use my hands. I only ever do my own makeup, so it's not a huge issue. Some of you may be concerned as to why I'm not wearing a Christmas jumper. I'm not, but it does say knitter. It's a jumper by Stitcher Tees, and it says knitter on it, and it's a little creased because it's been screwed up on my bedroom floor because I'm secretly a child. But yes, the instructions for the Poreless Putty Primer is to leave it sitting on your face for about 30 seconds to do its thing, and so I'll be back in, well, a second for you, but longer for me. Cool. I didn't put a timer on, but I'd say that was around 30 seconds. So then I am taking Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Lemon, which is a slightly yellow shade, to cover up these, which I have come to learn is just genetic, or come to accept it's just genetic, but if I can try and cancel out some of the darkness, I will obviously, why don't I use my makeup sponge? I will obviously try. I'm just going to cover up my bracelets because they jingle. I do have some washing on, so if you hear that in the background, apologies. We're not professional. I'm then using L'Oreal Infallible, which I use the shade 15 Porcelain because I'm super fair and actually struggle to find foundation fair enough for me often. So this one is fair enough for me, as you can see. So and you may notice that I do foundation before I do concealer, except for my under eye concealer. And that is because it evens out your skin tone and therefore means you use less concealer, in theory. I am using a egg-shaped makeup sponge. Loose, I think it's meant to be based on the Beauty Blender, but I do not want to drop that kind of money on it. So this is one from Superdrug, and you just damp it, you wet it and squeeze all the water out, and then it blends. I find it blends foundation really well. And you want to do a dabbing motion as opposed to a swiping motion, because it means you don't get streaky marks all over your face. And the jingling of the bracelets just adds to it. Okay, so now I'm going in with my concealers. I still use the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I use the shade Extra Fair for under my eyes, and I use the shade Fair for covering of spots and the like. And I also put some on my eyelids. Oh, that's Extra Fair I put on my eyelids. And then I'm using NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder in the shade Light, because I'm very fair. And I'm applying that with a big old powder brush. Doing the eyes first so the concealer underneath doesn't crease too quickly. And then if you have super dry skin, you might not need too much powder, but I have quite shiny skin. And I like quite a matte face. This is when wearing a black jumper to get ready, and it doesn't work in my favour because all of my powder and stuff is so fair that if I get it on my jumper, and I apply that just to set the foundation and so it doesn't move anywhere. As I said last year, I don't actually really know what I'm doing, but you all seem to quite like my makeup, so I'm just going to keep doing it. Right, now we are going in with CYO bronzing powder in When the Sun Don't Shine, which is the fair shade, because I am pale. I'll stop saying that now. And I'm just putting that kind of where my cheekbone is to make my face look a bit thinner, so the £5 that I put on after the wedding don't show as much, and also on the double chin. I've gone a bit mental with Christmas snacks and I don't really regret it, but I just need to rein it in before none of my dresses fit. I don't really have the money to rebuy them all. Try and get it as symmetrical as you can. It's okay if it's not very symmetrical. We'll sort it out in a second if it looks a bit like sideburns. And then I started to do the top of my forehead. I don't know why, but I started to do it in the summer, and then I'm just taking my big fluffy brush that had some powder on. I'm just using that to blend it out so it looks less like sideburns and more like my natural face. And then this is a bronzer that I don't know where I got it from, and I'm taking that on a brush. By bronzer, I mean blusher. Putting that on my face so I look less dead. And once again going in with this brush because it's gone a bit mad. And then that's the base done. Now we need to decide what I'm doing on my eyeballs whilst keeping an eye on the time constantly. So taking quite a soft brush, which is good for blending. I'm actually going to go in with my blusher, because who says blusher's only for cheeks? And I'm going to put that in the crease of my eye, I think. I just think that if I can, you know, tying in the cheeks with the eyes is just quite nice. Oh, my phone just buzzed. Oh, that's the point. I missed a call from my dad this morning. I should call him back. Oh, the washing's gone out. I'll put some under the eye as well. Obviously this will depend on what shade of blusher you use, because you don't want to look like you have an eye infection. Or maybe you do. Who am I to say? I'm then going to go in with my Revolution makeup palette in the shade Neutrals, as in Neutrals, and I'm going to take this one here, which is like an orangey colour. And then I'm doing little circular motions to blend it all together. And then windscreen wiper back and forth, just to blend that into my blusher colour. See? So you can take a clean, large, fluffy brush and just put that over the edge. And that's not applying any more colour, it's just blending it out more. Now the heating's singing. My god, my house is like a one-man band. I'm taking some more of that orangey colour and putting it under my eye. That was a bit too much. Don't blow on the brush if you're doing someone else's makeup. But your own is fine. I mean, it's probably not, but I'm not professional. Okay. Now, I'm going to go in with... Oh, do I go red? Do I go brown? I'm going to go in with this reddy purpley colour. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. I don't know if you were. And applying that basically over the top of the orange, but not blending it out as far. So when I did my makeup tutorial last year, I basically said, take a light colour, take a dark colour, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing the exact same technique. I'm just telling you what colours I'm using this time. It's maybe slightly more autumnal than I'd intended, but that's okay, we're going with it. And then taking that under the eye as well. I need to darken it up a little bit. I need to add some depth. Cool. My phone is buzzing quite a lot. I'm going to choose this brown. No, this brown. To darken it up a little bit. So once again, that's going on top of the red, just not blending it out as far. And then that brown colour is going under my eye again. Okay, so now I need a light colour on this inner bit. You can apply your face powder if you want. You can go ham with whatever. I'm using Revlon Colour Stay, the Moonlit Quad. And I'm going in with this champagne colour here. I don't usually do tiny makeup palettes, but I bought this when we went to Sicily earlier this year because I forgot to pack any eyeshadow. And I always like to wear some. And it's quite useful. I'll probably end up just taking this to Japan to save on space. So I'm just putting that on that space that we left, overlapping it slightly with the colours we've already put on, just to make sure it's all blended and looks seamless. And then I'm going in with the white colour. It's quite dusty, this eyeshadow though. And putting that in a corner. Because if you put a light colour in a corner, it brightens up your eye and makes you look less tired. There we go. That is the basic eyeshadow that we've got going on. I'm really sorry about the washing. I did not think this through. I'm now going to apply liquid eyeliner and mascara off camera because I'm really bad at it. So you've got eyeliner, you've got mascara, I've done my eyebrows. I'm not very good at doing my eyebrows. My theory with eyeliner is they're sisters, not twins. They don't have to be exactly the same. And then I'm going in with lip colour. This is Revlon Kiss Cushion Lip Tint in the shade Naughty Mauve. I think I'm running out of it, which is really sad because I can't seem to find it in the shop anymore. So it is my most worn lip colour. So this was my wedding lip colour because it was the easiest to reapply. And it didn't dry out my lips like the one that I'd intended to wear. And I thought, dry crusty lips, that's not the look I want to have in my wedding day. But this is what I've done on my face today. Let's go get a haircut. It needs to be done. It's really gross. Doodle-doo. Oh, if you want your makeup to last longer, MDK All Nighter Setting Spray. Spray. Hold away and spray. And just leave that to dry on your face. It's like hairspray, but for your makeup. Magic. Haircut achieved. What do you think? It feels so much softer. It has also shown me that I need to re-dye it, so I need to buy some dye and re-dye it. I don't know whether to stick with purple or go with a different colour, but it feels so much healthier. Oh, I really like it. Emma did a great job. Thanks, Emma. I didn't film in the whilst I was getting my hair done because I thought that would be awkward. Don't know if it is, but decided not to. I went to Emma, who is at Deck Chair. It's a unisex barbers. It's up Derby Road. So I was pop in and say hi to Mario on my way up and pick up a salted caramel blondie for her, my hair stylist. And yeah, I say always. I've been to her twice and I've done that twice. So she said herself, I've set a precedent. I have to do this every time now. But yeah. Oh, I feel so much healthier and it's not crispy anymore. Huzzah! Me again. I've just got back off my driving lesson and that was exactly the driving lesson I needed for today. I told him that I freaked out in the car and that we had to swap whatever. He was like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Today's lesson went fantastically and yeah. That's exactly what I needed. I just needed a lesson to go right and it did. I do need to practice parallel parking a bit more though. So that's okay. I can do it, I just overthink it. Such is life. But yes, back to work with more beading. time for another rendition of What's in Hannah's Bird and Blend Advent Calendar. I want to know what all these jingly noises are. Day 4 is just down here. Very close to all the other days. Oh no, 5 is somewhere else. Ooh! Oh, the jingle is the matcha tin. So today I got a little tin of salted caramel matcha. So it's smooth and sweet green tea powder. Now, I'm not going to have this now. Wish I'd opened this earlier, because it's currently 6:41 and I think the caffeine from the matcha might be a little too intense, but I will save this for tomorrow morning for my busy day. I will have it then. But now I'm excited to have that matcha. Might try and make a iced matcha latte, or at least a cold matcha latte. I don't know if we have ice. I don't want to have to go down to the cellar to see if we have ice. But Mario seems to like the hair, so that's good. Not that I do anything just for his approval. But he said when I first started talking about getting my hair cut, he wasn't sure if I'd like it. Or he wasn't sure if he'd like it, but I really like it, so I'm excited. I'm glad that they've got it in little tins this year instead of it just smells like green tea. That may have been a mistake opening that. I don't think anything went anywhere. I can't remember what I was saying, but haircut, yes, I really like it. I kind of think I want to wash it and style it myself, just because you know how it is once you get your hair cut. You get used to doing your hair in a certain way. For me, that's washing it and leaving it to air dry. But I think it might be quite poofy when I just leave it to air dry. It might be one where I have to get the straighteners on it quite a lot. And I can just about still tighten a ponytail should I want to. Very cute. But yes, I am currently sitting and knitting post dinner, just watching Kirsty's Handmade Christmas and knitting on my Whamageddon socks. Day 4. It was a bit risky this morning, or this afternoon, whenever. I walked through the shopping centre in town and Christmas music was playing, and I was like, I don't have headphones on. If I'm gonna hear Last Christmas, this is gonna be the day. It was not the day, so that worked out in my favour, which is always quite nice. So I get to knit another stripe of the self-striping colourway into my sock. Quite enjoying having it like an excuse to take some time out and actually knit. So that's quite exciting. But I should do some more bead weaving once I have finished knitting this. Currently bead weaving avocados because it was requested. So avocados you shall receive. And then I need to have a look and see what else other people have said. And yeah. Today's colour is a light blue. Quite pleasant. Oh, I just flicked my knitting. But yes, I'm excited for this. Beep, 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 beep. Good evening, everyone. I've just been sat bead weaving all evening, and I thought I've got enough clips of me bead weaving in yesterday's vlog, and I didn't need to include them again. So basically today's been a makeup tutorial, so I hope that you enjoyed it for those of you who are interested. If you didn't, I won't be offended. I will see you tomorrow in a normal Vlogmas style vlog. I just thought I'd try something different because I was going to be out a lot of the day, so I thought, why not try something a bit different and show you how I made my face look like this. Of course, foundation wears off with glasses because that is just the way it goes. But it's been a pretty low-key, chill evening. Mario made massive burgers. They were delicious. And then we watched Kirsty's Handmade Christmas. And then I'm currently watching Breaking Bad. Very Christmassy. and I think I'm gonna have a bit of an early night. I tried to have a nap before dinner, but I was just laying on the sofa and Mario kept talking to me, so that obviously didn't work. But the power nap is exactly what I needed. But I'm going to head off and not do a long evening wrap up because I don't have an awful lot to say for once, because I just feel like I'm just quite tired. Yes, I'm really glad that today's driving lesson went well after Saturday's disaster. Still don't know how to parallel park, so I need to master that. I do know how to parallel park. I just didn't successfully parallel park in today's lesson, but that's okay. I need to think about it and move slower, but that's fine. I have time. I'm gonna go and maybe edit this, or I might edit this tomorrow morning. I'm unsure. I might just sit and do some more bead weaving and get into the meditative zone whilst watching Breaking Bad. I'm at the end of season 4. It's all kicking off. I've already watched it through once, so I already vaguely know. What is this long piece? Oh, I don't think it's a long piece. I think it's a bit that's accidentally come over from the other side. Yeah, I already know what's gonna happen, although I have forgotten, which is why I'm rewatching it. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me on Vlogmas Day 5. If you'd like to follow me on social media, please feel free. I share pictures over there sometimes, particularly on Instagram, so feel free to follow me on there. I'm very excited to have my salted caramel matcha tomorrow morning. Should be good. Give me the kick I need to start my day. And Mario and I were talking about going to the cinema tomorrow evening because he's starting late on Friday, which means he can stay up late on a school night. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I think we might go and see Frozen 2. What was my finger doing? And hopefully that means I can get a lot knit on a sock. And then Friday I'm going into Knit Nottingham because I'm going to be featured on her Vlogmas, their Vlogmas. Knit Nottingham's Vlogmas. Knit Nottingham is the business. It's a yarn shop in Nottingham. I'm going to be featured on with Eleanor on her Vlogmas. So I'm very excited about that because I did a pop-up shop there at the beginning of September and she said, oh, we never had you on for the vlog, so would you like to come on for Vlogmas? I said, yes, I'd love to come on for Vlogmas. So that is where I'll be going on Friday afternoon. Very exciting. Also have some yarn to get for presents for people. Yes. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you didn't, that's also fine. Comments, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all engagement, regardless if they're positive or negative. And yes, thank you for watching and liking and subscribing and following and blah blah blah. And I will see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas. Bye.